Surviving one divorce drove Brooke Wilson to ensure it would never happen to her or her daughters again.
You think, oh, I love him so much, and then after the first 6 months, everybody gets comfortable and everybody becomes themselves.
She got help from her pastor and a program called Marriage Savers that he felt could guarantee Brooke and her new man, James, would never divorce.
The people who've gone through this program, 97, 98% of those who got married were still married after a number of years, and that caught my attention.
We definitely need some training before we get married, I think. It's just like a job.
There's a lot of things there that we probably wouldn't really talked about or thought about unless we'd gotten that training.
This fall, Mike McManus, the man behind Marriage Savers, came to Kentucky with an unprecedented plan: blitz the entire state and enlist its pastors to battle divorce like never before. It certainly needs the help.
Kentucky has the third highest divorce rate in the United States.
About 65 out of 100 marriages go belly up here.
We have just let marriage slide as an American culture.
Kent Ostrander, a pro-family leader, pushed McManus to do the Kentucky Blitz.
We believe that the church can turn it around if the pastors, in fact, will roll up their sleeves and make marriage a priority within each congregation.
McManus brought proof that if Kentucky's churches pledge to only marry couples who get premarital counseling and offer mentors to young, struggling couples, they could significantly cut the divorce rate.
Divorce has become so commonplace that most people accept it as just a fact of life. But the research shows with just a few practical steps, almost any marriage can be made into a permanent one.
McManus's own church proved by training and mentoring its own people the method works.
Of the 230 couples who did marry, we only know of 16 divorces. So that's better than a 90% success rate. That's marriage insurance.
David and Penny Hudson have helped marriages for decades.
And we've done together about 140 couples, and so we have some experience at this, and we have seen nothing but good, positive things come from it.
Penny Hudson says older folks in the pews need to step up and guide the younger ones.
Those who have been married a while, who have gone through some experiences and can help these couples, walk beside them, pray with them, support them.
You're investing in their life for eternity because you will have the opportunity to help them with struggles and lead them back to Christ. You're not always going to be there. You know, after a while, they're going to stop coming to us, but Christ is always going to be there for them.
As mentors, you will be so blessed by this, and it's an outreach opportunity. It's a different way to disciple couples. It's a different way to even evangelize.
McManus trained Pastor Gutenson several years ago on intense premarital counseling and mentoring. It virtually divorce-proofed the 24 engaged couples in Gutenson's care after.
Best of my knowledge, none of those that we've married since we've been doing this program have gotten a divorce. And every couple that comes, I say the best gift that you're going to give each other is to come through this counseling.
And Brooke and James know the mentors are a great resource.
They've been there, done that. And so they can kind of help push you along into the right path.
McManus says the successful, stable marriages that result don't just benefit the couples, but their whole community and state. Workers in the middle of divorce tend to be less productive, so a community with a high divorce rate is less attractive to businesses. But one that can drive down divorce?
It becomes a more attractive place for companies to invest because they're going to have less problems with their employees than they would in some other city.
McManus points out children of divorce commit more crimes. So if a community's divorce rate goes down, its crime rate can drop as well. Finally, divorce often drives the ex-wives and kids into poverty, and they end up on welfare. In Kentucky alone, 24,000 new divorces a year cost state taxpayers a fortune.
Each year, it adds $600 million of cost to the taxpayer.
So fewer divorces mean huge savings for taxpayers.
Churches need to realize that divorce hurts their entire state. So maybe it's time for them to all get together and fight statewide for lasting marriages. Paul Strand, CBN News, reporting from Lexington, Kentucky.